Okay, I didn't have any other video ready, so I wanted to create a sort of devlog for a fully vanilla Minecraft minigame I'm making called Gorgon. You might see it labeled Gorgon at some point. As a typo, I'll explain that later. What you're seeing here is self-play-tested footage of a simulated game, how it sort of looked like when it's done, and that's going to be my background footage. But first, let me explain Gorgon. Gorgon is a little bit like Gmod murder, party zone murder, Hypixel murder mystery, whatever you want to call it, except everyone already knows who the murderer is, and there's no way for everyone to defend themselves. Your only defense is running. But there is a way to defeat the killer, called the Gorgon, and that you need to find 4 pieces of a flashlight scattered around the dark playing area. It would work as 4 pieces of a flashlight, like the compartment handle thing, the 2 batteries in the top bar that contains the bulb. You would have either the Gorgon or maybe a moderator scatter them around the playing area in a place where they could be found. And the Gorgon, once the game starts, goes hunting around for everybody, trying to eliminate them by tagging them, while all the other players search the area for the flashlight pieces. The end goal would be to bring all the flashlight pieces together before everyone is killed, turn the flashlight on and shine it on the Gorgon before they lose. And that's what I'm recreating here. This is a single player world, so I hired this piglin brute to chase me around as if he were the Gorgon. The rules, as I understand them, work as a way of elimination. So like, you have 1 life, and if you're tagged, you're out. You'll have to sit out for the remainder of the game. The way I played it in the past when I was at youth events was that if you were tagged, you were eliminated for a set period of time, and then you could come back, which made the game pretty much endless. It wasn't, can the Gorgon win? It was, how long can the Gorgon survive? For this minigame, when it's done, I'm going to have like a hybrid mode. Everybody's going to have infinite lives, but once you're eliminated for the first time, you become what is called a nitwit. You will no longer be able to craft the flashlight pieces. So while you can still search for them, you'll have to deliver them to another player in order to craft the weapon that will defeat the Gorgon. So this is what I have ported over to Minecraft so far. This is my playing area, vaguely resembling a real-world building. It's a series of rooms in the halls that sort of connect in a square. The finished version will be larger and will contain 3 different playing sizes. So if you do like a large size, you'll get the whole playing area. If you do medium, it'll be about what you see now. And if you select small, then it'll be smaller than what you see now. Go figure. And yes, I'm aware it's made of like 2 colors and half of the ceilings are missing, but these are my placeholder blocks. This is just so I have something to play in for now. And honestly, maybe I'll keep it like this. I've sort of created a Mirror's Edge aesthetic. I really love the first Mirror's Edge game. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the hybrid mode. So again, everyone would have infinite number of lives, but if you're eliminated for the first time, you can't craft the weapon. So if you are an eliminated player, you can continue playing, searching for the items. But once you find one, you have to deliver it to someone who has not been killed yet, and only those players can craft the weapon. This makes it so players that are killed are still penalized, but not in a way that makes the game unfun for them. Because, well, I think I speak for all social deduction game players that getting eliminated early and then having to spectate the rest of the match you can't affect is no fun. So it's up to the players who have not been killed yet to cooperate with everyone else who has been killed or not, and then craft the weapon. This makes it so there is a win condition for the Gorgon. Even though everybody has infinite lives, they only have to kill each player once. If they can get a kill on every single player, then the Gorgon wins. There's nobody left who can craft the weapon. There's also a rule in the original game in which the Gorgon is not allowed to be stealthy, like, at all. In fact, they're required to, when they see another player, to yell, "Gorgon! Gorgon!" And like, I don't know, that's just part of the game. I don't know how I'm going to enforce that in Minecraft. I mean, naturally everyone will be in VC, but how are you supposed to know if the person yelling Gorgon specifically sees you and not someone else? Maybe I can figure out a way to do that late in development with like raycasting or something, but until then it's just not going to be part of the game. If the killer sees you, they're just going to chase you. So let's talk about the Gorgon typo, or Gorgon. I've actually never heard of the word Gorgon outside this context. sometimes it happens you've just never heard of a word. So I couldn't find the game through web searches, so I had to turn to AI. And the OpenAI web crawlers found this webpage called Gorgon. But it's the exact same game. I guess whoever wrote this post never heard of the word Gorgon either. So when I was developing this game, like all the source code referring to the Gorgon, it says Gorgon, like the entire time. So at some point, I just need to redo all the source code that refers to Gorgon. Because right now, if all of the Gorgon's prey dies, it says the Gorgon wins. And when you load the data pack, it says like Gorgon:load has been successfully recognized and executed or something. So just building up some programmer debt for myself, I guess. As you probably noticed by now, I'm not collecting pieces of a flashlight. I'm collecting like normal Minecraft crafting materials. Because Minecraft doesn't have any sort of flashlights or any sort of like object that has like a spotlight effect that shoots light or anything. I mean, Minecraft has light emitting blocks like torches, glowstone, jack-o'-lanterns, the list goes on. But I don't have like a light emitting projectile that I can like shoot at other players. And even if I did, I would have to use a dynamic lighting mod for everybody because visually only blocks give off light in this game. So I instead opted for the 4 items to be like pieces of a crossbow. And once you get all 4 of them, you learn the crossbow crafting recipe, and then you can craft it. When you pull it out of the crafting menu, it's actually already enchanted. You probably also noticed by now this little stamina indicator at the bottom of the screen there. Contrary to what it looks like, this is not a feature I coded in with the data pack. This is actually displaying like your hunger bar plus your stamina bar in reference to how much sprint you have left. If the stamina display goes down to 0%, then that means you don't have any sprint left. You have like 30% hunger, and at that point the game will let you sprint. So I'm just reworking a totally vanilla feature with a little display to say, hey, you can't run forever. And to regain your food bar / stamina, you just stand still for a couple seconds and it'll slowly go back to 100%. So this is calculated by, because the hunger bar goes up to 20 and the stamina also goes to 20, so that's 40 points of, I'll call it stamina. But the last 6 points of your hunger don't count towards that. You can't sprint then, so it's actually 34. If I had to write pseudocode for this, it would just look like this. This would be easy. But Minecraft... But MC function is just stupidly difficult to do arithmetic in, and it actually looks like this. This should be one line of code. This is like 6. I'll just describe what I'm doing here. So the first line, line 3, I'm pulling the player's entity data for their saturation, referred to as their food saturation level, and I'm storing that into a scoreboard variable called saturation for the player. Then I take stamina and set that to the food level, which fortunately I don't have to pull the player entity data again for that. It's just an automatic scoreboard objective. An MC function does not let me type things like A equals B plus C. That would be too simple and we can't have that here. I can only use 2 variables at a time, the one I want to set and the one I want to offset it by. So I have to set the stamina scoreboard objective over and over again, get it closer and closer to what I'm actually trying to achieve with it. So first I'm setting stamina to the food level, and then I am removing 6 from stamina, because that's 30% of the player's hunger bar that they can't sprint with. Then I'm adding the saturation variable that I pulled earlier to stamina, which finally gets me to the player's food plus saturation level I was trying to get to originally. And then to get a percentage of that, I multiply it by 100 and then divide it by the maximum value those 2 numbers can be, which is 34. And to make things just a little bit stupider, I can't just type the number in there. Again, that would just be too simple for this. I have to make a scoreboard variable named 6. That's the name of it, not the value, the name 6. Assign a value to that, which I will set to 6. And only then can I plug that into my code. So if you've passed middle school math class and paying close attention to my verbose code, you might be wondering, hey July, why are you multiplying x by 100 and then immediately dividing it by 34? Can't you just divide x by 0.34 and always get the same result? You even did just that with your pseudocode earlier. And you'd be absolutely right in thinking that would be a far more sensible and efficient approach. But welcome to the world of Minecraft command arithmetic, my friend, Where I'm not allowed to store decimals in scoreboard objectives, it can only use whole integers. And because the output of each operation is also integer, it means f the order of operations. I have to perform the multiplication first because otherwise I'm losing precision. Hopefully all this unorthodox programming is making me smarter or something. Anyways, thanks for sitting through all this venting I've been doing. I guess there's some more video left because it took me so long to find the final item. Oh, hello there. So the last item is hiding in that corner room you just saw, but I keep forgetting to check there, and the few times I'm over there, there's a piglin guarding it. So shout out to MC Stacker and the Miso generator. Those two tools are absolute godsends when it comes to generating code and JSON files that I need, because trying to figure out all those on my own, it would just take ages. It wasn't until I started making this minigame that I realized you can add NBT data to items as they come out of the crafting table, so that's really cool. I was not intending this run to go this long, but I had a weirdly difficult time finding the final item. It's like I forgot where my own item spawns are. The previous run only took like 5 minutes, and I decided it wasn't long enough, so I scrapped it. Oh yes, that way, that way. There we go. Yep, there's the final item. So this is how you craft the ultimate weapon. It's the crossbow. I actually checked that room pretty early on, but I have it set up so the fourth item doesn't spawn until the game has been going for 60 seconds. Just to ensure the prey don't get their hands on the weapon super early. So I need to make it so the arrow shot out of the crossbow would just always, terrible shot. So I need to make it so arrows that come out of the crossbow always kill. So there's a command running that's constantly setting the projectile damage of the arrow to 200. Naturally, when it's set that high, it's just always fatal no matter what. You've been playing this game for over a decade, man. How am I this bad at shooting targets point blank? There's actually 2 piglins. In the case that there's multiple Gorgons, I have to kill all of them to win. That one almost snuck up on me. The prey wins! Sweet! Well, thank you so much for watching till the end. Seeing as you watched the entire thing, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I've created so far. So, leave a comment. Thanks. Just been in there the entire time. What?